morning. My name is Jake Robertson, and I was speaking to the class today about the benefits of renting textbooks. Now, when I chose this topic, I polled some of you in our discussion board, and you said you already do this practice. But that was only a couple of you, so some of you may not know about it and or utilize this wonderful tool that we have in the 21st century. And probably the 20th century, I just didn't know about it until the 21st. I went to college straight out of high school, and being 31 now, back then I only knew about buying textbooks. You bought the textbooks, you had them, you used them in class, and then if the bookstore didn't want them back, you were stuck with them. Well, needless to say, I have boxes and boxes of textbooks that I feel bad throwing away because I spent so much money on them. Let me give you an example of my last term here at Baker. If I would have gone solely through the bookstore, the online bookstore, I would have spent $600 on books. And that to me, before I started renting, was fine because that's the cost of books. That's the cost of learning. And I didn't mind because with student loans, you just keep racking them up and one day you'll have to start paying on them. But with this notion of renting, I had heard about it when I came back to school just a couple of years ago. And it was novel to me because you go to any website. There's a million websites that rent textbooks. Amazon, textbooks.com, Chegg's the one I use. And, they don't have every book. But a lot of these books you research and you look online and they will give you the price of how much it is to buy it. You're more than welcome to buy the textbook. Or you can rent this textbook. And when you rent it, you get it in the mail, you use it for the time that you need, and then you send it back. And that's the best part, is you send it back and it doesn't end up in a box in your garage. And you don't have to worry about so much money. I said that before, that I would have spent $600 last term on textbooks. And instead, with renting, I only spent $85. And that to me was such a wonderful savings that it was low enough I could pay for it in cash or card, whatever. But I paid for it and it didn't go on my student loans. And pretty soon, at the end of the road, when my degree is done, I'm going to have to start paying on these student loans till the day I die. But not having that extra in there is going to be helpful to me and helpful to my family. I have a growing family. I have 2 little girls, and I need to support them with as much money as I can. And if that's all bogged down in textbooks, computer programs, student loan payments, it's a hard thing to do. Another thing, you don't just have to rent textbooks, is you can also, some of them are offered an e-textbook, which is really something new to me. I started that last term. And instead of spending $100 on this one specific textbook, I got an ebook for $9. And they send you the code, they send you the password. All you have to do is log on, and you have this textbook for as long as you need it. I think it lasted me a couple months after the thing was up. But you can highlight. It's on the computer. You can highlight it with your cursor. You can search for terms. You can make your own little worksheet study sheet, and it makes things so much easier. And then there's not even a book to send back. Then you just delete the link and you don't have to go back there. This tool to me has been so beneficial and so wonderful because they also give you the option of buying the textbook, and I laugh at that every time. I'm like, I'm not going to buy this textbook. I've got boxes in my garage. I don't need that. But renting textbooks is a wonderful way to save money, especially in this post-recession world we live in. Thank you for taking the time to listen to my speech today. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks.